Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the today's Restaurant Networking Group. My name is Howard Appel. I'm the founder and publisher of Today's Restaurant, and we are a group of vendors who are here to help each other grow our business. And also, if you are a restaurant owner and you have a problem or an issue that you need help with, I urge you to give us a call. And if you're a vendor and you'd like to join our group, give us a call also at the same number, 561 620 8888. And you can go to our website and look at our archives of months of articles and issues at www.trnusa.com. Well, good morning, everybody. Well, welcome to sunny Florida.
Sunny and warm Florida.
And
Yeah, record here.
yeah,
We got to 97 here yesterday.
Wow.
97?
97.
Yeah.
I want to introduce a new face on the board this morning. And Lisa, why don't you tell us all about yourself?
Sure. Thank you for having me, Howard. My name's Lisa Lothian. I live in Newberry, Florida, just outside of Gainesville. And I'm with Black Swan Business Advisors, which is the promotional arm for Stephen Brewer, who's a tax attorney. And Stephen specializes in helping restaurants claim the FICA tips tax credit, both in past years by amending returns and current and ongoing. You can claim that credit for 3 years past, and up until July, you can claim some additional years during the COVID era. So people that filed to get this credit before July can actually reclaim 7 years total. Now, it's estimated that 80 to 90% of small businesses never claim this tips tax credit. Say that 3 times fast. And excuse me, most payroll services do not provide this because it is a liability and a lot of paperwork, and it's a specialty that takes a lot of their time. And the same is true with CPAs. So we can work directly with the restaurant. We don't replace their CPA or their payroll service, but we can provide them with the information to claim this money. The average return that we provide is over $100,000.
Wow.
So we do a quick, you know, estimate of what they can expect, and then we set up a 15-minute appointment with the tax attorney to go over their returns and find out if it makes sense for them to file, or if they are or are not claiming that. So it's a 15-minute free second opinion of their returns, so it's well worth their time. I can be contacted at 561-703-2747 or lothianlisa@gmail.com. And thanks again, Howard.
Okay, thank you. As I mentioned to you when we spoke on the phone, we have a payroll company here, and I want to get Rudy to jump in on this.
Great.
So, Rudy, tell us, give us your intro, and then tell us how you can work with Lisa, if you can.
Yeah, hi. Well, Rudy Chacon with Green Payroll. We are a payroll company. We're in 40 different states right now. We do have a professional employee organization platform, PEO platform, that we use as well. Yeah, she's correct about most payroll companies do not do the FICA. But there are the PEOs do them, and they do work closely with the CPAs, not just the individual, but actually.
All right, and how do we reach you? Give us your real
Well, yeah, 561 area code 352-3540. It's my cell phone. It's the best way to reach me. You can email me, but you can text me. Just tell me who you are, and we'll receive a call back.
So you have a clear path with Lisa. Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you. Before we go further with the intros, I want to just change the topic for a second.
Oh,
As most of you know, we participated in last year's Florida Restaurant Pizza Summit, and we're trying to get an idea now as to how many people are interested in taking space at the show, whether it be a half of a booth, a full booth, or a larger. So some of you have already answered. Lisa told me yesterday, as I mentioned, we don't have numbers yet. We're going to be working on that very shortly. So please let me know. In fact, as a matter of fact, show of hands, how many people are besides that are planning to exhibit at the show?
I'll be with that.
When is the show?
The show is
When is it?
October. What's the date, Ed?
I think it's the 25th to the 29th. It's a Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday.
Where
And
is it located?
It's
Orlando.
in the newer building in Orlando Convention Center. And last year we had 18 of our companies exhibiting at the show, and we had 12 in our row. So it was very, very advantageous.
Howard, it's
at the
October
show.
25th, 26th, 27th.
Okay, thank you.
It's a Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday.
Like it was last year, right?
Beautiful.
Last year, it was Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. No, it was Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Yes. Because I remember we had to drive up on a Monday and it was horrible because it was so much good. You can, if you have to come up, you can come up later, you know.
Oh, do we have information on that?
Howard?
On the
Not yet.
Okay.
On what?
Is
The
it-
Florida Restaurant Show?
Is it an
Yes.
FRLA? It's an FRLA show.
Yeah, there's information out on it right now. It's been out.
But I will send once we get everything put together, I'll send everybody an email with all the particulars. Last year we had a very good price, and hopefully this year we'll have another good price with probably, I'm guessing, a little bit of an increase, but we'll see. We'll see what we can work out.
Is this
And
different from their regular?
I'm sorry?
Is this the same as their regular annual food show? It's just with pizza in addition. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. We also get group rates at a hotel that we stayed at last year. Very nice place, close by. So I'll put all that information out to everybody. All right. So I just wanted to get that in before I forgot. So
Howard, I did go to the website, and I'm putting it in the chat if anybody wants to check it out there.
okay, thank you.
Sure.
Yes, we've already started getting releases on it from the FRLA. So there will be articles and stuff in the paper as we go through the months. And we're a member and we work very closely with them. So Howard's booths that they got last year were, it was like a whole TRN row on both sides. It was great. And we would send one vendor, the restaurants all come through and we send them all to the next, we find out what they're looking for, so business.
What we do is every lead that every booth gets, we share amongst the people who worked in that row.
Oh, excellent.
Anyway, so let's move on. Ed, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Yes, and Seacoast Sales will be at the Florida Restaurant Show this year. We have a booth already there. We jumped the gun, and John McCabe should be there too. So he'll spend some time down with everybody. We'll see. I'm Ed Gerton with Seacoast Sales in Orange Park, Florida, which is just outside of Jacksonville. We're in an equipment supply company that specializes in frozen dessert equipment. So we have soft serve machines from Carpigiani. We have hard ice cream machines from BGI and Carpigiani. We have drink machines from Vier. We have whipped cream machines, display cases from ISA and IFI and GTI Design. We have blast freezers, hardening cabinets, anything for dessert we have. You can reach me at 904-334-4489. Have a good day.
Thank you. Let's go to Chris. Good morning.
Oh, good. Good morning, everybody. Chris Kaufman, Restaurant All-Stars. We provide restaurant talent, primarily career type situations, working right down a couple chef opportunities, a couple general manager opportunities. Most of our work is Florida, Georgia, and the rest of the Southeast Conference. And we have been doing this wonderful business since Ronald Reagan's first term in office. And we are dedicated and committed to keep doing it till we get it right. But I'm a board certified restaurant industry recruiter. It's not an easy title to get, but I'm rather proud of that. This past week, we had to solve one problem. Somebody called up and they're very confused as to why does the United States build interstate highways in Hawaii? it's
And you addressed the question.
I did.
Okay.
And I said, well, when we get the proper answer, we'll be back in touch. In the meantime, send us $100 transaction fee. So,
trying to hook up with that highway they built in California that went nowhere.
The high-speed rail.
The high-speed rail, yeah. So,
how much have they spent on that? $20 billion, and it has done nothing?
Yeah.
It's done something. There's some people selling windmills that made a lot of money.
But I don't think they laid any track there.
No. I don't think there are any tunnels either.
Incredible. But so we work on behalf of the little companies. Somebody's got I got a situation now. A guy has one restaurant, and we have a situation with another guy who's got 18 restaurants, and also getting involved with a company that does amenity food and beverage. Amenity food and beverage is where this company will come in with a contract and they'll run a marina or a small resort or a homeowners association that might have 2,000 homes in the development, but they've got a clubhouse and the developers are nowhere near understanding the intricacies of food and beverage. So they contract it out to this company, and we're making some initial inroads with them and coming up with some opportunities in Boynton Beach as well as Boca. The ink is not totally dry on that just yet. However, they say it's not over till the fat lady sings, but right now she's standing up and clearing her throat. So, Chris Kaufman, my name is Chris Kaufman, and I approve this message. You could reach me at 404 All-Star, 404-255-7827. I'll do it again in English, 404-255-7827. All right? Come back to see us.
Thank you. Lisa, I forgot to mention, at the end of the meeting, I send out a spreadsheet with everybody's contact information. That's here.
Good. I can put my pen down.
I know. I was watching your right. So,
You're perceptive.
Brian, you want to follow Chris?
I'd take the fifth. Wow. I mean, you do it to me all the time. How am I supposed to fall behind Chris?
Yeah, man.
Good training.
You should have let Ed do it. Man, just kidding. Good morning, everybody. It's Friday. I'm with a company called Rogue Financial Group. I've been with them about 6 years, but I've been in the industry about 20. What we do is I help dealers and users, primarily in the hospitality industry, help them obtain commercial financing for equipment. It could be a small project, large project. Do work all over the country. So a lot of it is in the Southeast, but I do have projects across the United States. And also, I'll figure out how to do an introduction to a lot of you guys. And I've told Terry about this. It's in the Panhandle. These guys have, think this will be their fifth one. It's called Pizza by the Sea. And they have another one something called Cowboy Girls Place, and they're opening a new place in Panama City. So I'll figure out a way to do an introduction to all y'all because I think that probably will need a lot of services here. And the gentleman is Jackson Speak, but I'll figure out how to get you in touch with everybody. But again, Brian with Rogue Financial Group, 404 723 7222. Thanks.
Hey, thank you. Uh, let's go to Jessica. Good morning. Can't hear you. Nope. You figure it out and we'll come back, okay?
Aw,
It's the Twilight Zone.
Picture,
Yeah.
if you will.
He's like, all right,
She's
let's go
frozen
to
in
Nick.
time.
I think you can hear me now. Did I fix it?
Yeah, yeah.
I connected to this new docking station in this office, and yeah, I had a feeling it wasn't going to work. Good morning, everybody. I've missed you while I was out of the office. I'm Jessica Kirby with Spectrum Business. Spectrum Business is an internet company. We do cell phones, TV, and phone services for business. So I help local business and restaurants with their telecommunication services. I just got back from Arizona last week. Learned a lot about our upcoming merger. We're going to be merging with Cox Cable to become, I think, the largest cable and internet provider in the nation here soon. So when you talked about Panama City, Brian, right now that's a Cox area. So I think that will be an area that I'll be able to service soon. So
Okay.
that's exciting. 8-time President's Club winner and with the company for 18 years. So you can trust me with your clients. If you know anybody that needs internet service, phone service, TV, or Spectrum Mobile, I'm happy to help. I'm in the Central Florida area, although I can sell nationwide as long as it's a Spectrum area. So if you need me, I can be reached at jessica.kirby@spectrum.com. And my phone number is 813-326-2246. Thanks, guys.
Okay, thank you. Let's go to Sven. Good morning.
Hey, morning all. Sorry, I was in and off video for a little bit. I was traveling back from a work meeting. Sven Jensen, I am the founder of a company called Protier, PRO-TIER.com. We've built a employee benefits solution that is specifically designed for restaurant operators. We allow restaurant operators often to provide benefits for the first time or to become compliant with their employee requirements by the IRS of the state. And it's an incredibly simple solution for restaurant operators to implement. We do all of the work. Companies designate dollars to each employee that they deem benefits eligible. And then we do all the onboarding and helping each individual employee get the right plan for them. We're expanding quite rapidly. I moved out to Florida from California to start this business about 3 years ago. So a good presence of restaurants in Southern Florida and across the state, but we do operate nationwide. I can be reached at 415-857-5048. Once again, 415-857-5048. Our website is protier.com, PRO-TIER.com. And my email is sven@protier.com. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Nick, good morning.
Get my mic unmuted there. Good morning, everybody. Nick DeSantis. I'm with Brown & Brown Insurance. We're a national or international, I should say, insurance retail agency. We pretty much insure everything, but small and large. I specialize in hospitality, and I also do some construction and other things. If anybody owns a building or a fleet of cars, I can help them. We also, besides just selling your traditional policies for clients, if they're large enough and they want to look into self-insuring themselves, we have different types of what's called captives, and that's what they want to get into. It's a risk transfer still, but they take on a bigger portion themselves, and they self-insure in tiers. So it's a pretty good way for a bigger company to control their insurance costs and manage it themselves. Nick DeSantis, Brown and Brown Insurance, 386-299-9540.
Thank you. Steve, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Steve Whitehill with Anchor Business Advisors. We're business brokers. We help people buy and sell businesses of all sorts, including restaurants. And let me tell you a little restaurant that I discovered that's for sale that's, I think, pretty nifty. It's a pizza place, and who can go wrong with pizza, right? It does about 485,000 in sales, and on that it makes 160,000. And the most interesting thing is they're only asking $100,000 for it, and better yet, they'll give you a seller loan for 50 grand. So for 50 grand, you can get $160,000 of income. Not a bad little deal. And I think that's a terrific thing. I'm impressed. I'm thinking about buying it myself. I'm just kidding about that one, but it is really, it is really tempting.
Where is that, Stephen?
I'm sorry?
Where is that located?
It's located in Broward County.
Okay.
I'll get you a manager.
Thank you. Hopefully a cook as well, because I don't have a clue. Maybe we can buy Howard. We should buy it as a group. I mean, how far wrong can we go?
Yeah, I was just thinking that would be a cool thing to do. Have all the experts running a business, running a restaurant. That would be something.
We would screw it up real fast. Anyway, Steve Whitehill at Anchor. I'm okay. Steve Whitehill, Anchor Business Brokers, Anchor Business Advisors. My phone number is 561-376-7500. And my email address is Steve, Steve, at anchorbb.com. That's anchorboyboy.com. Thank you.
I don't know if us as experts would run the restaurant properly, but I know one thing: we would avoid a lot of the pitfalls going into it.
You get rid of all the fun, right?
That's good. By the way, I'm going to ask you the results of your test on LinkedIn, but wait till I get to the topic.
Okay.
Michael, good morning.
Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Michael Smith, and I am with ERA Group. ERA Group is a global buyer for hire. We are a business consultant to restaurants and businesses all over the globe, 1,000 advisors in 60 countries. And Steve, before I did this, keep me in mind, when I was in college, Gino's East, which is a great Chicago pizza joint, opened a location in West Los Angeles in Brentwood, and we all got jobs there. I was washing dishes, and the pizza chef blew his parole, and they made me the head pizza chef. So I was the head pizza chef at Gino's.
So you're hired.
That's right. I got bona fides. Those were good times. But today we work with restaurants and food service groups on helping them renegotiate and review all their contracts. It starts with the broadline stuff. Are you getting the best possible price from the U.S. Foods and Cisco's, because they will drift those prices on you? And from there, we're likely to bolt on one of our 50 different categories of expertise, merchant cards, linens, waste, payroll, those sorts of things. Michael Smith, ERA Group, 904-710-6899, msmith at eragroup.com. Thank you.
Okay. TRN Terry.
Hey, everybody. Welcome, Lisa, again. As you can see behind me, that's what we do. Me and my team put together a list every month. And to keep this short, because Howard has a topic, go to and you can write this one down, Lisa, because that won't be on the sheet. trnusa.com/leads LEADS, and you will get a sample of our monthly lead reports. We do have back reports, which Sven is very familiar with. We also have, and the only way anyone would know about these is if they were at the group, because we do not advertise back leads. So when somebody called yesterday and day before yesterday and said they wanted back leads, and they said for the last 2 years, and he'd never been into the group. So I said, well, who's your boss? So he told me, and I said, So I mentioned it to Brian, and Brian knew who he was and remembered he had been at our group one time a year or two ago, and remembered that he was a gentleman that didn't come back. However, now he wants these leads. So at any rate, if he doesn't join the group, he doesn't get these leads. And if he wants them, it would be the price on the internet. At any rate, take a look at that report. If you have any questions, you can email me, terry@trnusa.com. And you don't even have to write that one down. For all the ladies here that are mothers, happy Mother's Day. Enjoy.
Wait a minute.
Thank you, Terry. You too.
Thank you.
What, Ed? What, are you a mother?
I've been called that.
Well, Mr. Ed, shame on you. No,
what happens if I identify as a mother?
You're a okay, and that's it for me. Howard, continue. Ed?
Just for your information, Terry, people
Yeah.
can see this on YouTube, so they might know about the back bleeds.
I know. That's why I said what I said, Howard.
Yes, dear.
Thank you. Okay, go ahead, Howard.
All right, I want to double back to Lisa. Now that you see what we do, want to add something or change something or run for the hills?
Just that we are an affiliate program. So for any businesses that it's not a conflict of interest, you can earn a revenue stream for referring. So if that's appropriate for anybody, please reach out to me.
Perhaps your attorney would be interested in becoming a member. We have an attorney in the 11 o'clock group.
He is in California, so I don't know if 6 a.m. would fly, but I thought I would invite him to take my place when I can't attend. But I see that I saw something about you having new locations for networking groups. Is that correct?
No.
No, maybe I dreamed that. Never mind.
There are 2 groups, one now and one at 11. That's another group.
Yeah, but he does have an attorney already in the 11.
Yeah, yes, he does.
Okay. I didn't forget anybody, right?
Just
Okay.
yourself.
All right, I want to go to Steve and sort of get a review of your experiment on LinkedIn. And for those of you who don't recall what it was, Steve started, you took a class on LinkedIn, and they gave him certain aspects of how he can increase his presence on LinkedIn and increase people's participation. And he said that if you comment on somebody's link and then like their comment, that'll help them and help you. So Steve set out on an experiment. I'll let him explain it.
So I post now twice a week, and I changed the way I post structurally, as well as modifying not the type of content, but the way the content is presented. So what the group does is, for instance, yesterday we had 18 people participate in the group, so it varies. And I had 18 comments. I actually had more than that. Total number of comments, well, engagements were 48. what I had 18 and then I reply. One of the important things is you want the comments because they give credence to the post. And then if you reply to them, that means that you're interactive and it leads to more, it's more engaging. And you like their comment after you reply, you like their comment. And then I like my comment, which is, I don't know if that helps. I also like my post. So I don't know if that helps either. But important as well is that soon after you make the post, you comment on your own post. And this is actually from LinkedIn. And then I comment on my comment on the post. And what I do in the comment is I add maybe a piece that I left out, or while directly appropriate was maybe an example of what I was saying. So I did a thing on valuation, and it was more than valuation, it was how people bury, and you see this all the time, bury personal expenses um, into their books, into their income statement, so they pay less taxes. I mean, let's face it, that's the reason they do it. And I had a client that what he did is he postponed billing of $500,000 in December, and he saved about $200,000 in taxes. So good for him. However, because he did that, that $500,000 cost him $1.5 million in valuation. So you can really shoot yourself in the foot very easily. Yes, Terry, it cost him $1.5 million in valuation because because you see, he postponed the billing, but not the expenses. So the expenses were properly booked. So that 500,000 actually translate directly to the bottom line. And that's why it cost them $1.5 million in valuation. So so I put, that's how I comment on things. I think that was an interesting side story. It had nothing to do with LinkedIn. So I do that. The other thing that I do is, and Howard does, he had a great post, much better than mine. He gets many more people. And it was one on where the sex in restaurants. I don't remember the text, but I do remember the subject line saying sex. And it went viral, frankly, his post, and that's because he grabbed attention. So the thing that you need to do is the opening line needs to grab people's attention. The other aspect that is very useful is keep sentences short and no more and a space between. So because you get LinkedIn posts all the time, so you visually scan, and you only stop at something that catches your eye. If you put too much for your eye to see, it ignores it. So you go on to the next one. So you keep that short. Even in the post, people can, when they see they can scan it and read it quickly, they get into it. So just to give you an example, yesterday I did a post, and I have a video tune that is on topic. It's a cartoon that I have done for me that deals with a topic in business brokerage, from buying or selling a business. And the introduction to that cartoon was, "Hey Joe, I'm thinking about selling my business. Harvey, have you ever sold one?" And that's an attempt to engage somebody. And it's on two separate lines. And then there was a third line, and then came the cartoon. And the interesting thing is, and I do a similar thing I can do another one just strictly text. And the text one was, walking down the street with a friend, I said, "See that house?" I ran into the owner, and he said he is willing to sell it. Okay. And it starts out with a house. Now, I don't sell houses, I sell businesses, but people can relate to that. And it says he bought the house for 500,000, and it says, how do you know that's the value, kind of thing. And then it gets into the business aspect. You need to hire a realtor. Well, you need to hire a business broker, kind of routine. And that's the theme. And now what's interesting about those two, I'm not totally sure whether it's because I post Wednesdays and Thursdays. I'm not sure if Thursday's a better day than Wednesday, but it seems to me that the cartoon posts get get a somewhat better exposure than the non-cartoon posts. And it's not that I get a lot. I got the cartoon posts, yeah, as of today, 172 engagements with 40,
Steve,
excuse
I'm
me,
going to interrupt you for 1 second.
sure,
You know, you
impressions.
mentioned the days. Over the years, over the last 10 or 15 years, I've been doing emails for people, and I would never do one on a Friday,
No, you
except
don't do Fridays or
except
Mondays
except for a company like yours,
because,
because a business broker or a
yeah, I
realtor,
understand. Right, but
Friday is a good day. It's not eliminated from my process because the results have been very good for that
interesting.
kind of a business. So you have to tailor what you do, and it's not a blanket. You have to be.
No, that's probably true. I mean, this is what, and by the way, the days that LinkedIn says, because I took a little course from LinkedIn as well, are Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And the best time is between 8 and 9. And the reason for that time, I understand quite clearly, because most people, that's really before most people start working. I mean, they may be in their office. So that's an opportunity for them to look at something that is semi-business related, but they can do that and they can do it quickly. Um,
LinkedIn guidelines are not specifically made for the restaurant business. I have seen over the years, and just anybody can jump in on this. I post uh, when when I get a client to do an email blast, I will do it at 10:30 in the morning or 2:30 in the afternoon because
I think
restaurateurs don't get up early if they don't have to.
that's
And
right.
they're
If
in between meals at 10:30 and at 2:30.
Yeah,
So
no, I
that's
was
the
going to say
time.
that's right. It's going to be before they open or after they close, probably before they open. So that I would agree with that. For your clientele,
And,
that's different.
and believe it or not, Sunday night is a good time. At Sunday
You
at
know
nine
what?
o'clock.
I bet you that's a good time altogether for everybody,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
people, if you pick the right hours before they sort of flop into bed and watch TV for the evening, and you can they sort of perusing stuff on the net, and I can see that as being a great time. Um, but oh, and I want to say one of the things you can do, and I just became aware of it really, is when you post, you can start to post. I could start a post today and you can have LinkedIn automatically post it at the time and day you want it. So
Okay.
that's a very handy thing as well. Because that's what I do because it's not that I'm up by 8, I don't have a problem being up, but I'm usually doing something and I want to get it out at
Well,
I picked 8:15 just because it gives most of the rest of the hour for people to find it kind of routine. Um, And also I picked it, I do it that way because I can put both posts in at the same time and see the results and see how that works.
we have a
Um,
member in the 9 o'clock group who has an AI company that he created that will do your social media post, create the social media post, and schedule it. He doesn't do it. You do it. He gives you the platform to do it.
Yeah,
It's
I'll actually recommend Atta's product that's called Rev, and I'm using it, and it's $150 a month. I generate 5 posts a week that get distributed to Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and X, formerly Twitter. It probably takes me less than 10 minutes per week. It creates 5 separate posts on each of those platforms. It's got a graphic or an image or an infographic or a short form video, some text. Um, and it distributes them, and you can pick exactly what time of day for each platform and each post you want it to go live. So you can, take into account all of Steve's knowledge and wisdom there. And I'm getting,
We'll see.
I'm getting, call it 180, 190 impressions per post per day just on LinkedIn. So if you times that by, 20 posts per month, for $150, I feel it's very additive and very worth it. The one other thing that I will add is, I know some of you may be on the group. Hopefully nobody was surprised by it, but I did create a WhatsApp group for the purpose of everyone within this group, Howard, of sharing their posts. So I know I've shared a few posts. I don't know if too many other people have, but it is a way for the group to kind of help each other out in terms of saying, oh, Steve posted this post today at 9 a.m.
What's the WhatsApp group?
You're gonna have to send me the directions on how to use that WhatsApp page, because I haven't got a clue.
I have been, and I absolutely forgot about it. So thank you for reminding me. It's on my phone. I just haven't. I didn't even think to go and do a post. I'll do that today. Thank you.
Terry,
Yeah,
you can use WhatsApp on your computer. Sven, what's the WhatsApp group name? Oh,
it's TRN LinkedIn
oh, I got
Amplification
it.
Group.
I thought that was done by Howard. I see it. Got it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Howard
and
just asked me to put it together, and I
Yeah. Okay,
and
good. I'll do that from
so,
now on.
so if
Thank
you.
anyone is not a member, just please reach out to me, and you need to have the app either on your computer or your phone, and then give me the phone number that you have associated with it. And Howard, if you want me to, I don't know if I can join the 11 o'clock today, but if you want me on one of these to join the other session and just give a kind of 5 minute, not even pitch, just description of what the point of this is. And nobody's making, hopefully we're all making money, but this isn't, I'm not making money from this WhatsApp group. It's simply to, help everyone, with the idea of, we've all sort of joined this networking group, obviously, to help amplify each other's messages. And this is a way to help amplify messages, via LinkedIn to expand the reach of what we're all doing.
yeah, and I want to make a comment, and I know this is true in Facebook and probably in LinkedIn as well. Just like you said, if you like and comment on your own post quickly, that will increase your visibility, really. The algorithms put your message out to more people, but that's also true of each other commenting on our posts. So in the link in your WhatsApp group, if you see, Brian just posted, try to go immediately, because if a lot of people like and comment it immediately, then that really boosts the visibility of his post.
Yep.
Okay.
We've done the same thing in Facebook where we had a text group. So same thing. You post and you say, hey, I just made a post. Whoever can go like and comment. And, we each do it for each other. And it really, really helps.
I just put one I did just to show it on WhatsApp, so you can look at it if you want to.
Yeah, Sven, that would be a terrific idea for the 11 o'clock group. We would appreciate that.
Yeah, so Howard, let me see, I can actually do for 10 minutes at 11 today. So if you want to just add or send me the link to the meeting, I'm happy to join. And then obviously this is very opt-in. Like if people don't want to do it, just drop out of the group. But it is a way that each person, if you choose to be sort of helpful, can amplify each other's messages.
Okay, thank you. I'll send you the link.
Hey, real quick, Howard, Steve, what was it, Wednesday we talked?
Yes.
He's helped me out a little bit. So I'm playing around with it a little bit on the LinkedIn thing. So yeah, Steve was pretty informative on it. Just trying to figure it out.
One thing about pictures, you should put a picture is a good thing, but only one, and it should be an original picture as opposed to stock photo.
I've been working with Brian on creating a newsletter for him and his company, and we put one out It was April we started, right? Or
March.
February.
Actually, it was March. We started with some
March.
stuff.
Okay. And we did one in April, and we just created one yesterday, which will come out next week. And that's creating customer awareness of Rogue Leasing and of Ryan. It's,
Yeah.
as I always say, we're not a consumer product. Nobody's going to call us on impulse, or they're not going to be watching that and say, "Oh, I got to finance something today." Or we're not in that market.
Yeah.
We're business to business.
So real quick, but with me and Howard been
Lends
working on.
credibility to him.
Yeah. What we're trying to do is more of I'm trying to be more informative what's going on out there in the industry, because we're all here to try to sell stuff, but I'm trying to be more informative of what maybe my expertise or whatever, or what's going on out in the restaurant world, versus just saying, hey, I'm just another sales rep. So that's kind of the way I've been trying to put this together, and it's gets a little bit of some traction out there. I think it's going to take a lot more time. It's just not going to happen overnight, but hopefully in the next couple months things will start to really pick up. I did do something, Howard. I got a tractions with an old vendor that I'd done business with in the past, and he reached back out to me last night, and I have to shot him an email. We're going to talk next week.
That's
So
how it works.
yeah,
And
so we'll see what happens.
hopefully that leads into the article that I sent out with the invitation yesterday. I hope you all had a chance to read it. It was a very interesting article. Did everybody see it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Terry?
Okay, going back to what's said about a cartoon in a post and Jessica smiling, I have to say I've been analyzing those for quite some time, and I came up with the reason that those get so many more impressions is because each and every one of us, and I don't care who you are, how old you are, you can say no if you want, but it is true. Inside of us is still that little child that remembers every time you saw a cartoon, it was on a black and white TV or color TV, you laughed, you had your favorites. And when you see that cartoon in that post, you want to know what it says. It's usually something good that makes you feel good, and kind of for a momentary part of your minute, it takes you away from the hassles of work and any kind of problems you're having, no matter what they are, and it makes you smile and feel good. So agreeing 100% with that, putting a cartoon post is definitely going to get you way more impressions. I used a little Snoopy guy, love him to death. I think it was the best thing ever created. And I get all the
Well, to tie it into that article that I sent out, the whole objective of using something like that is what he called getting interrupting somebody. That barbecue restaurant in the article put bottles of soda outside for free, so that when people walked by, they stopped. They looked at the display, they took a soda or they didn't, but they then became aware of the restaurant and what Steve's cartoons do. And I have to say, I started out as a joke. My AI photos on Facebook are getting great traction. And Steve said to me, "Why don't you put it on LinkedIn?" So I put one on LinkedIn this week, and it's outperformed all of my other posts for the week.
By the way, Sven, I just
So it's a question of stopping your target so that they acknowledge you then you have to continue to reel them in, so to speak. Now, for a restaurant, the same as for us. Now, the question for a restaurant, I think, as Steve and I have talked about, and Brian, it's a lot easier for a restaurant to come up with a way to do that than for us, because we're, as I said before, our business to business, and a restaurant can do a lot more creativity than I think. So it's a question of what we can do to stop a potential customer. Does anybody have any thoughts or ideas on that after reading that article?
No, I thought it was brilliant. And I'm trying to figure out really how I could do that to my company. I think what the article particularly gives you very good ideas for any kind of retail operation, restaurant or not. But I think it's most of us are selling something to somebody. They don't pass by us. I don't know how you get that same kind of a marketing scheme, because that's really what it is, to anybody else. But the concept is brilliant, really. How to apply that is the trick.
Even
Sven,
you
I
Disney
I'm
or
sorry.
anything.
No, it applies to anything, but it applies for, I think, in particular, the way they did it applies to anything where you get people passing you. I mean, it is that's an
The
interesting
article,
question, though. If it wasn't, let's say it was a freestanding restaurant, I don't know, pick one, McDonald's, without being McDonald's. I don't know, but putting, sodas out front would do anything. In a shopping center, sure, or in a strip mall. But the question is, would it work in other situations? How do you get that for different? How do you get to do something dramatically different, subtle but different, that gets people's
I
attention?
That's
I
why
saw
McDonald's introduced the playground for the kids, because the kids will tell mom and dad to pull over.
That's true.
And
Yeah,
free Wi-Fi.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
free
It's all
Wi-Fi.
about something unique, and it's always going to change. And
Like,
it's getting people to, it's the old know, like, and trust you. First, you give them a soda, they like you. And it's starting conversations as well.
and look at McDonald's. They used a clown. Come on, that's how and look what happened. Ray Kroc didn't do it, but the person that took over for him. I mean, they used a clown. They sent a clown to schools, and there you go. That's a cartoon. It works no matter what. It
And I
does.
think in sales, it's also about being of service first. Just like giving them a free soda, what can you do for them for free?
Well, you can use an animated or a pictorial cartoon with what you do in that. So
Mhm.
like Jessica with Spectrum, get a cartoon in there with like somebody's angry because their phone doesn't work, and then here comes the guy from Spectrum, and he can take care of it. I mean, that's
The clown from Spectrum.
attention.
I remember a bar in New York had a sign out front every day, free beer tomorrow.
That's right.
People would walk by and say, oh.
Yeah, cartoons are definitely attractive to people because, those videos that were cartoons, where it's an animated video of just a black line drawing cartoon, they get way more engagement than a real video.
Absolutely. So that is
The
lesson.
article said the greatest challenge for many businesses today is not conversion, it's interruption. You want to get their attention in some form or fashion. And that's what we, as vendors, have to come up with a way to do that. And I have to say that TRN offers ways to do that as well. And so we are, I'm going to call ourselves the interrupters.
We're going to try free pony rides for the kids.
Well, look at Howard's
I
post
like it.
where he's sitting behind the desk at the White House with the gavel. It's hilarious.
Sven, I commented and liked your post, by the way. Hope my
I
son.
tried to find the WhatsApp group by the name and I can't. I don't know if I
It
need
says
an
TRN
invite.
LinkedIn.
Pardon me?
You're on mute, Sven. We couldn't hear you.
You know, I,
Sorry, I
just
don't
my
know if you
tip.
can see my screen quickly, but I just used that AI tool and I said create a cartoon in the style of Dilbert to promote my solution. And 3 seconds later, this popped up. So pretty slick in terms of so long as you've got something, you need to prompt it, you need to have some concept, and then you put that in, and it pops something up, and you can be as sort of detailed as possible. I know, Terry, you talked about Snoopy. I always think the Scott Adams, Dilbert cartoons are sort of funny in the business sense that, you could do any style you wanted. And this has created a custom content for Instagram, for LinkedIn, for X. The image is relatively similar, but it's got optimized text for each of those platforms. So pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, with today's technology and AI, there are so many things that we can do to promote ourselves that we should really be taking advantage of.
And then the person asking about the WhatsApp group, if you just put your phone number into the chat, I can add you to it if you're not in there already, and you should be all good to go. You'll get all posts
Excellent,
going
yeah.
from now on forward.
I did send Sven a list of every member with all their contact information, so Lisa would be the only one that he doesn't have.
Hey, Lisa, that's a Boca number.
It is.
I know because Howard's son is a 703 and he's an attorney.
Actually, Del Rey, but
Yeah.
I was a
Nice.
quarter mile from the Boca line or less.
You can't hide. You can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide.
All right. Well, I mean, we didn't get to discuss the article in depth, but it did tie into what Steve was saying. So hopefully it was spurred some thoughts with you and some of our viewers, and get across the idea that you have to continue to change. You have to continue to promote and continue to change, and that's the way. Especially nowadays, that's the way business is done. So in any event, anybody have any wants and needs, good and welfare they want to bring up at the moment? If not, we'll adjourn for the day. Thank you all for coming. Have a great weekend, and let the sauce be with you.
It is.